What a wonderful thing it is to do, to learn on Purim Day. As you see, I'm dressed a little bit different, the covered Purim. It's not a costume, it's my lavush for Purim. And we know that Purim is a great day of Torah. It says, Kimu v'kiblu, that from the realization of the miracle and Hashem's love, we accepted the Torah again with a tremendous renewal. It's a famous Gemara. It says, we always say it in Abdallah. Oira zu Torah, simcha zu yamtiv, sasan, zu mila, yikar zu tefillin. The Sfas Emes asks, so then say that. Say, la Yehudim Aysa Torah, v'yamtiv, mila, tefillin. He says, no. They always had it. But there was a renewal. And now Torah was their or. They realized it was their light. And Yom Tov was their simcha. And Mila was a sasan. And Tefillin was yikar. So it's indeed wonderful to learn on Purim. And always it's a special nachas to Hashem. When we learn, much less people are learning in the world. So we're from the Mekaimei Ha'olam. We're sponsored by the Fisher family, Lila Nishnas Basi Bas Rabbi, Shlomo ben Avraham Alevi, Perel Bas Ruvain. We're sponsored Lila Nishmas David ben Chaim, Lefu Shalema for Yomis ben Chayesara, Yaakov ben Basi Aleah for the Schus of Abraham and Yam ben Ishma Malki Hudas. We're sponsored by Yod Klugman and family. We learn Lefu Shalema for Avigdor Aryeh ben Rivka and the Bas Chayesara, Yitzhak ben Tzim ben Dusha, Mashmei ben Esther Fradel, Rivka Bas Shir Aleah, Chana Bas Shashabina, and Meir ben Chayesara, David Yoel ben Rezel, Rachel bas Sarah. They should have a refuah shalema b'seich shechel Yisrael. So Mishna Ches tells us, so here, Dr. Rothstein had in front of him a chaticha shel chaylev, a piece of chaylev, which is an isikaris, the chaticha shel chaylev noiser, and then he had also a piece with a double whammy on it. Was chaylev, and it was a carbon whose time expired, noiser, which is a second karis. He ate one of them. Now, if he ate the chaylev noiser, he would have to bring two chattises, one for chaylev and one for noiser. If he ate the chaylev, he has to bring one chattis. So, maybe chattis. He brings a chattis for sure because he definitely ate chaylev. The question is, did he also do nicer? Since he's a suffix, so he has to bring an Ashim Tali. Now, what happens if afterwards he eats the second piece? So now we know he did three whammies. He ate chaylev, in another state of unawareness he ate another chaylev, and he ate nicer. So he has to bring two chattises, and, he has to bring three chattises. Right, because of the chaylev, another chaylev in another state of an awareness, and nicer. So there the din is maybe shalosh chatayis. But now the plot thickens. What happens over here is that ochel echad es rishayna, Dr. Rothstein ate the first piece, uba acher, and Rebbe Elia came v'ochel es hashniya, and he ate the second piece. Now, both of them ate chaylev, so both of them has to bring a chattis. Zeh may be chattis, but since Dr. Rothstein maybe ate the nicer, and Reb Elia maybe ate the nicer, so they both bring a chattis and an Ashim Tali. So, Zeh may be chattis v'Ashim Tali, Dr. Rothstein brings a chattis and an Ashim Tali, but Zeh may be chattis v'Ashim Tali. Reb Shimon says, no, I have an eitzah. Each of them ate chaylev, they both bring a chattis. And then they should bring another chattis and stipulate. If you ate the chaylev, if Dr. Rothstein ate the chaylev, it's his chattis. If Reb Elia ate the chaylev, then it's nicer, then it's his chattis. And then they both bring another chattis and they stipulate. If I was the one that ate the nicer, it's mine. If Dr. Rothstein was the one that ate the nicer, it's his. Now, Rabbi Yossi, throughout the parak, said that we don't bring a carbon on it tonight. Rabbi Yossi, Aimer kol chattis shiba al chet, any chattis that's brought on a chet, ain't shnayim mevi'anaisa. You can't bring it as a Tanai. So therefore they each bring Chatas, and they each bring an Ashim Tali, because maybe he ate the nicer, so it's a suffix, and maybe Rebellia ate, he brings an Ashim Tali. Now, here's an interesting situation. Dr. Rothstein had in front of him a piece of kosher meat and a piece of chaylev, and he didn't know which one he ate. Maybe Ashim Tali. And then his wife comes in and says, no, you ate the kosher one. You ate the kosher one. Another one I didn't salt. So what happens to his Ashim Tali? He doesn't eat it. He knows he didn't sin. So if they didn't shecht it yet, so it could return to the flock. Return it to the flock. That's the opinion of Rameir. The Chacham say no. Since he already declared it an Ashim Tali, you can't just send it back to the flock. You can't bring it as an Ashim Tali now because he didn't sin. He knows he ate the kosher piece. Yirachi Yistav, you can't redeem it because Kachi Aguf you can't redeem without a mum. So Yirachi Yistav, you put it to pasture until it gets a mum. And then after it gets a mum, then v'yimacher, then you could redeem it. V'yiplu damav l'nedava, and its money is used to bring olos, burnt offerings, on the mizbeach when business is slow on the mizbeach. That's called the kayetz ha-mizbeach. Rebbe Eliezer says no. The Rebbe Eliezer says, you know what? Dr. Rothstein could bring it as an Ashim Tali. He knows he didn't sin. But throughout his career, there might have been a sin that he did, Rabbi Eliezer Aimer Yikrib Shemeinim Baal Chet Zeh Har Baal Chet Acher, but he doesn't have a suffix about a sin. Now, what happens if they slaughtered it, and then his wife tells him, you ate the kosher piece? So now it can't be an Ashim Tali. So what happens? Im Mishen Nishchat Noidaloi, then Adam Yeshafech, the blood is spilled into the canal, into the Amma that goes out to the Nachal Kidron. If, however, they shechted it and they sprinkled the blood, and then he found out, then the carbon is good. Because, the Ashim Tali is to protect him. So all the while, they shechted it, they sprinkled it, he didn't know. So it protected him during that time. Nizr Kadam, and then he found out that he ate kosher. Okay, but the carbon served its purpose. Habasa Ye'acha. Rabbi Yossi says we have a halacha of kola oimei lizorek kizarek dami. Whatever is ready to be sprinkled is as if it was already sprinkled. So Rabbi Yossi Aimer afilu adam bakais, even if the blood is ready to be sprinkled, Yizarek, and he found out that he didn't sin, you could still sprinkle it, Ba'abasa ye'achel, and the food could be eaten. We want to remind everybody about dailygiving.org, a great way to give tzedakah every day. Tremendous day to start it on Yom Kippurim, on Purim. We also want to remind everybody that Daf Yomi tonight will be at 8:45 with Mincha here in the shul at 8:30. Thank you for joining us, and have a joyous Purim.